Hello and welcome to this video. Here we're going to talk about how to keep the clientele that you have gotten. And a big part of that is by learning how to communicate with confidence with your clients. So first off, I want to say that you are not for everyone and not everyone is for you, and that is okay. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's meant to be. And there is nothing wrong if a client does not want to keep working with you. And there's also nothing wrong if you don't want to keep working with a client. We are all about alignment here. We are all about working to and serving our highest and best good, which means that it's our client's highest and best good as well. So if there is something that is just not an energetic match, it's okay. And we get to let that go with grace and compassion and gratitude. All right. Now, for the people that we are excited to work with, the session went really well and we would love to see them back again. This is what I do to help enroll them into continued work. So these are some of my favorite techniques and phrases that I've come up with and curated over the years that have really helped clients feel comfortable booking with me again. This usually, in fact, nearly always takes place after a session has already been completed. After I do a session with a client, I like to take some time with them and debrief, ask if they have any questions, check in on how they're feeling, give them a chance to process anything that might have come up with them. And after they have done that, that is a great time for you to do what is coming next. So you've given them, you've checked in to see how they're feeling, given them a chance to answer questions. This usually takes like maybe 5 to 7 minutes. You don't want to go too long here. After you have done that and they've said that they're feeling great, they feel relaxed, they feel good, the pain in their hip has gone, or whatever it is that they're experiencing, you just simply ask. You say, "Great, I'm so glad to hear you're feeling better. Would you be interested in booking your next session today?" As simple and easy as that. It doesn't have to be complicated. It's so simple. "Great, I'm so glad you're feeling good. I'm so glad to hear that. It was wonderful to work with you. Would you be interested in booking your next session today?" Okay, memorize that line. Would you be interested in booking your next session today? And then if they say yes, what I do is I pull out my phone to my scheduling app. I use Calendly, and we just do it there in the moment. We get them on my books in that moment, and it's all, by the time they leave, it's already done. Their reminder email has been sent out, and it's easy peasy. Works very, very well. I will say that in the beginning of my business, it was so hard for me to do that. I felt so nervous and insecure, and it felt, even though I was just asking a question, it's a yes or no question, right? I remember feeling like that was so pushy. And I remember feeling like, well, if they want to book a session with me again, they'll say that. They'll be the one to like, "When can I get on your books next?" Turns out people usually don't do that. People want to feel wanted by you. They want to know that they are welcome back. And so by simply asking them the question, "Would you be interested in booking your next session today?" it lets them know that you also enjoyed working with them and that you would be very open and excited for them to come back. So easy, so simple. However, in the beginning, there can be some blocks or insecurities to get through. Just know that over time and with practice, this gets easier and easier to do. And now, like for years now, I've had no negative feelings, no like uncomfortable feelings about asking that question. It no longer feels salesy or pushy, because it literally isn't. It's not at all. It's something that your clients expect from you. Okay, if you let them go without being like, "Okay, I'd love to see you again next time," it can send the message that you didn't enjoy working with them or that you don't want them back. And if you don't, that's totally okay. Like I said, you're not a fit for everybody, and not everybody is a fit for you. If you do a session, didn't feel great, you don't have to offer to have them rebook their next session. You can just let them go, thank them. You guys came together and it was a moment that you had together, and now it's complete, and that's fine too. When you ask the question, are you interested in booking your next session today? And they say, I don't really know. Let me check my schedule. I'm not sure. Let me get back to you. What I do in that scenario is I say, okay, great, no problem. Can I send you my booking link? And then you can book at your leisure when it works for you. They usually say, yeah, of course, no problem. And I just send them the link, usually via text. And then if I haven't seen them jump back on my schedule in the next couple days, I'll just reach out to them and say, hey, just wanted to check in and see when you'd like to come in for your next session. Now, one of two things will happen at that point. Either they'll be like, oh yeah, I completely forgot. Yeah, let me check out your link, and then they'll book, or you'll get ghosted. And that is just part of it, and it's okay. For whatever reason, they don't want to continue working with you, that is okay. It doesn't mean anything about you. If you would like to check in with your client and just say, hey, like, just wanted to touch base. Was there something I did that made you feel uncomfortable? I would love to hear feedback from you. I'm learning how to be better at this, and any advice or feedback you can give me will really help me serve my clients better. And opening up that space for feedback is really helpful, not only for you, but for your client as well. Because if there is something that happened in the session that they weren't comfortable with, or just didn't feel right for them, giving them a chance to express that to you can honestly be a very healing experience for them. And then you can take that feedback and do better next time, right? Like, nobody loses there. Everybody wins. Okay, let me check here. Yeah, so ask, when you send, if you decide to do it this way, like I said, you never have to do things the way that I do them, but the way that I do them is what I have to teach you. That's my experience. So when you say, can I send you a link, and you don't hear from them, make sure to ask, like, okay, if I don't hear from you in a couple days, is it okay if I check in? And they'll just say yes. And then when you do check in, it's something that's expected. And again, it doesn't come across as salesy or pushy, because you already have their permission. You already have their consent to check in with them after a couple days. And it's also good to check in and follow up with your clients a couple days after the session, because you can get feedback from them on how they felt, how they're integrating and processing the session, and you can also offer support and advice to your client with anything that might have come up after the session. So there is so much power in the follow-up, honestly. A simple phone call or text helps your client feel like you really care about them, and helps you stay in touch with them, helps keep you on their minds. And it can be such a supportive and like caring gesture to just send a quick text like, hey, been thinking about you, how you feeling? Simple as that. It doesn't need to be anything more than that. Okay. When a client is not interested in rebooking with you, again, we just say, okay, great, thank you, I appreciate you. And then to go above and beyond is to say, if you would still like to do this work, but if you would like to try it with someone else, I'm happy to refer you to someone if you would like. And then you refer someone who you know and trust and you feel would be a good fit for this person. This helps take care of your client, and it helps them know that you really have their best interest in mind and at heart, and you want the best for them, even if that's not with you. Another thing that this does is it creates strong relationships with other energy healers in your area or in your sphere. If you are referring them to a distance person, but you know them well, it helps build those business relationships, which go such a long way. Networking and making strong relationships with other healers is so important in building your business. And building some kind of referral program, you can do a program if you would like. I personally haven't done referral programs between myself and other business owners, but it's something that's an option. And when we refer our clients out to other healers who we think would be a better fit for them, they are then inclined to send their clients that they think would be a good fit for us to us. So it helps build each other's businesses, and it keeps those relationships strong. And then it makes sure that your clients get taken care of too, that they still get the healing work they need, even if it's not from you. And it's okay that it's not, because you're not for everybody, and not everybody is for you. All right. When you are having these conversations with your clients about rebooking or how things went for them, hold yourself in the energy of confidence. That is so important. It's important that you sit up straight, have a relaxed posture, maybe like a gentle smile on your face. You don't have to like fake the smile or anything, but if you need to fake the confidence, do it. All right? That energy of confidence that you put out helps put your client at ease, and it communicates to them that you know what you're doing, you are the expert in the room, and it helps them feel confident in booking with you again. Your confidence can become their confidence. Okay? So whenever you are talking, just even if you have to fake it, and you might have to fake it the first few times, but with practice it will feel more comfortable, and then that confidence will be real and authentic. A couple things not to do: don't apologize for like unnecessarily. We don't want any unnecessary apologies to happen. I'm so sorry. But I just was wondering if maybe you would want, I don't know, you probably don't. But if you wanted to book again, I'm open and available, but you probably don't, so don't worry about it, blah, blah, blah. No, just hold yourself in confidence. Say as few words as you need to get the message across, and know that is enough. With the I call that preambling. I still do it, not necessarily in my business anymore, but in other areas of my life, I can be like, okay, don't know how you'll feel about this. Maybe you don't. Maybe you won't like this, and la da 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 da. When nah, let that go. Let that go. Hold yourself in the energy of confidence. Know that you are the expert in the room, and project that energy out. Hold that energy here, and then let it go out. This has been the way that I have gotten to work with people repeatedly over time. One of the main struggles I hear pretty frequently from people is people only come and see them once. They just have one-timers, and they don't know how to get repeat clients. This is how I have gotten repeat clients over the years, and it's been an absolute asset for me and my business, and I hope that this helps you too. Just remember to hold yourself in the energy of confidence. I know I've said that a million times, but it is so important. So communicate with confidence to your client and get them coming back, or refer them to someone else who you think would be a better fit for them. It's as easy as that. You guys are amazing. You are powerful. You are beings and pillars of light. Your communities are lucky to have you. Your clients are lucky to have you. Just remember that you were born for this. You've been doing this, even if you don't realize you have. There are likely past lives where you've been doing this. You know more than you think you do. You are creative. You are powerful. You are so good at what you do. You are intuitive and aligned and connected. And don't you dare forget it. All right? Go and do. Go and be. Thank you. Thank you.